Hey Virgo, it is Toy. I'm here with your reading. I am doing things a little bit differently this month. I'm going to start a little bit earlier. Um, so we're coming out with a little jewelry line. So this is one of the pieces. All of the pieces will be custom made, right? No two pieces will be alike. We're wanting to launch this in time for the graduates of 2021. 2021. The graduates of 2020. Um, so yeah, anybody can purchase it though. So this is the prototypes. This screams Earth sign to me. This screams Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn to me. So I just want to wear these in all of the Earth sign videos. This is also a bracelet too that we have. I don't know. I'm not really good at that, like showcasing shit, but all right. So in this time, it'll go up on the website, and I'll let you guys know that information. So enough about that. Let's get into you guys. So Virgo. When I was meditating on your energy, shuffling the cards, just seeing where we were, where we were going with this, basically got the feeling of something changing, right? Like somebody woke up this morning and decided that something was going to be different. For some people, they wanted to end something that they're dealing with now and go back to something that they thought that they were done with, something that they walked away from. Even this doesn't have to just be relationships. This can be a job, this can be a hobby, this can be a passion that you thought that you were done with. I think that with everything going on, everybody being quarantined and stuff like that, thank you, people have just probably a lot more time to kind of like get back to self, right? Not be running a crazy rat race. And I think that your reading was before was about you figuring out what was best for you, right? All right, so some numbers that came up during your pre-shuffle. I don't know if any of you guys are like in the lottery or looking up angel numbers or whatever, but 717, 313. You can even say 133 if you want to, but that didn't come to me immediately. Okay, yeah, so it was like this feeling of somebody going back to something, but it was not impulsive. Like, this is something that had been thought about for a while. So this could be you going back to somebody or somebody coming back to you, right? And, or something, whatever, like I said, job, hobby, whatever it is. And it's like, whoever's going back is being very methodical about it, right? So it's not, the moon. Hope you guys can see it through the light. Sorry. Okay. The moon card here. So like I said, very methodical, very I don't want to say sneaky. I don't feel like it's sneaky, but I just feel like, very purposeful in everything that you're doing, going back to this particular thing. Because it may not be easy. I'm feeling like for some of you there may be walls built up for this thing that you want to go back to, right? Look, with the strength card here. So it may take a great deal of strength, for you to achieve this, because this may be, in fact, your wish fulfillment. You're realizing that, right? With the Nine of Cups here, right? With the Two of Swords, I think it's the sword, or is it the wands? Either way, you're making the choice. When they had told me before to use they had told me before, spirit, intuitively, when I got led to use these cards, I was just like, for what? I don't really know these cards like that, so just bear with me. But I am getting this story. So this might be something that you rejected before. This Queen of Wands keeps popping up through this reading. And I'm saying to myself, listen, I don't want to put signs on anything, but some of you may definitely be dealing with the Leo, because the Sun card came out, the Strength card, and the Queen of Wands during your pre-shuffle a couple of times in a couple of different decks. So you may definitely be dealing with the Leo, or even an Aries or Sagittarius, but heavy on the Leo energy. And this may be somebody that you left out in the cold, or that left you out in the cold in the past, right? If this is a job that you're going back to, it may be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries boss with a very feminine energy, right? Very social, very outspoken, very loud, very supportive though, and very creative. It could be a situation like that, right? Because I don't want to just keep honing in on love. We'll have our time for that. So yeah, so you might be wanting to go to this person and offer something, or them to you, or them to you. But with the Knight of Swords, so you got the Knight of Swords, and you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Papist, right? And the Knight of Baton. So for me, there's a lot of passion behind what it is that you want to go back to. But I felt like there's more that you need to learn about this, because this thing may be different than it was when you left it, right? If it's a person, if it's a job, like I said, whatever it is, this thing may be different than it was before whoever left it, right? So if it's somebody wanting to come back to you because they're realizing that they made a mistake and whatever, you know, you're different than you were before. You know, you guys might have been a little bit, whoever in the situation may have been a little bit more immature, a little bit more naive, a little bit more open-hearted, where now there may be a little bit more of a wall up. This particular position may have not needed a certain type of formal training when you were doing it before, whereas now they may require that you have some type of certificate or some type of degree in order to do it, okay? So somebody's going back, and like I said, just have to be very yeah, again, with the Moon, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So if this is somebody coming back to you, you have no idea that this person is coming back. Like, you're in this person is going to surprise you how quickly and with how much passion they come back in with. If it's a job or whatever, like, you might be the last person that they're thinking of hearing of or hearing from. You know, you might have left it like, oh no, I'm out. If this is a person, if you coming back to a person, you're the last person that this person would think of coming back. And again, with this Queen of Batons, okay? So another thing about this Queen of Wands, I want to say with the Knight of Coins, I want to say during this time of quarantine, this may be an energy for you to shift into. You know, the Queen of Wands is very social. She tries to keep the vibration up. She tries to keep things, you know, hot, fiery, sexy, moving, entertaining, going. So, you know, and with the Knight of Coins here at the bottom of the deck, and the Strength card underneath it, you know, this may also be a message from Spirit for you to try to keep an upbeat attitude. You know what I'm saying? Take things slow, take things easy. Understand that you're not in control of what's going on right now, and that everything's going to be okay, right? Because everything works for the good, regardless to what anybody else tries to make it work for. Right? And when you know that you're a pure heart and you're a pure person, and you know that you have that God living in you, and you're connected, then you have no choice but to know that you're protected. So everything is going to be okay. So just take everything for what it is. Look at that. The Ten of Wands, dropping those burdens. Now, like I said, this could be because you're sitting in the house, and this could be all about you. This could be about you, you know, finally having the time to identify different habits that you have, or different behaviors, or different friendships that you want to detox, or, you know, just having that time to really get into yourself, and really deciding to drop the things that take away from you, and deciding to be in a high and vibrant energy, deciding to that today is the day that I'm going to stop allowing this to control my mind, or stop trapping myself by doing this. You understand what I'm saying? So if this is not a person outside of yourself, you know, and this is just you, you might say, you know, I'm tired of entertaining this stressed out energy. I want to go back to how I was when I was, you know, young. It may be a little bit difficult for you to go back to how you was when you was younger, right? Because things are different. You have bills now, you have children, you have responsibilities that you didn't have then. So that may take some tweaking, like I said before, and getting to learn that energy in a more mature state, and how you can implement that into your life now. Okay, if we're not talking about a person and we're just talking about yourself. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. This is stability. This is tangible stability. And I think for a lot of us right now, you know, this is not talking about money, you know, because a lot of us right now are not able to earn. I think that you're just talking about the feeling grounded in yourself, you know. Deciding to face whatever fears you may have had, because mostly when we have blockages, that's really what it is. A lot of times fear of abandonment, fear of not making it, lack mentality, you know, it usually is stuff like that. All right, so that's the overall message. So yeah, it was pretty much the same thing that the pre-shuffle was saying. So let's see about romantic romantic love. I'm getting the feeling that this may also include some familial stuff, Virgos, but I am asking about romantic love. We'll see how it goes. Romantic love for the Virgo. Okay. So, separation. Yeah, so for some of you guys, heart-to-heart conversations. So, yeah, so, and look, reconciliation is sticking out of the back. Now, see, this is the kind of the story that I was getting before when I was shuffling these cards, where some of y'all are leaving out of a romantic relationship and having conversations right now with the person. Now, this is something that you may have been thinking about before, but now, you feel like this is the time for whatever reason to let this out. Now, some of you are going to have a conversation about separating. And you're going to, either you or your partner is going to see something in the other, and it's going to spark new feelings, and it's going to spark new understandings, and it's going to put you in a place where you guys can now get along, and you're feeling like you can make it. For others of you, and I honestly feel like this one is for a big majority, are actually wanting to end something that you're in now, because you're realizing that something that you were connected to before is actually where you would like to be. And so you would like to reconcile, excuse me, that energy. Okay. More with romantic love for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, you have wedding here with deception and release your ex and new love. So this can mean a couple of different things. So for some of us, Spirit is advising that we take some time out and think about this before we go back to an old situation, right? To be honest with ourselves. And that's not to say that not to go back, but just to take a moment, right? And ask yourself, are you really ready for this, right? Because if you're going back to an ex-person, I just have this really strong energy that this person is not the same. And if this person is coming back to you, you're not the same. You're not the same, or they're not the same. And so it's going to take a great deal of effort to make the situation work. Either way, even if you're staying with your current partner, and that conversation is going to bring some enlightenment where things can't go on the same. It's going to be new love, whether it's a new person or not. It's still going to be considered new love. Yeah, look. Let go of control issues. Keep an open mind. Codependency, right? This is going to take for you to kind of go up a level. Okay? Soulmate. Love yourself first. Flirt and getting to know each other, right? So after this is going to maybe be a period, if you're going through a breakup, of some type of healing that needs to take place before you pursue the person that you want to pursue. Or if this is a situation where you're staying with the person that you're with and you have this heart-to-heart conversation, there may be, a time period there where with the understanding, with the healing, I'm hearing sexual healing for some of you guys, it's going to be real hot and steamy. What'd I say? And then passion pops up. Okay. Okay. Some of you guys were or still are married to the person that you're calling in, but you guys went on some type of break or separation due to some type of deception, or someone feeling like they needed to. I'm really feeling here like somebody feeling like they needed to go off and do something different. They needed to explore life. They needed to be in a different role or doing something different than what it is. They wanted to be done. Yeah, somebody wanted something new. Somebody felt like it was old energy and it was tired energy, and somebody was just like, let's talk about this, and somebody else was not really wanting to. Somebody was willing and open and ready to give something a chance, and somebody wasn't, to a separation popping out again. Okay. So So we have advice for the Virgo. What's the advice for the Virgo? Okay. Yeah. Separation and pay attention to the red flags with forgiving and learning and true love. So now, what I'm hearing here is that something that the Virgos may learn, or somebody that's in your energy coming toward you, right, may learn in this situation. I'm hearing everybody involved is learning in this situation about the element of true love, right? True love is not this idea of having someone in a relationship, possessing them, and they belong to you, right? You can have true love and pure love and enjoy love with the person that's not with you. Because spirit is kind of calling for you to take some time out to yourself right now. Also calling for you to understand that just because and this could be for someone coming toward you, like just because you decide to forgive someone doesn't mean that you have to be back in that type of relationship with them. Doesn't mean that you have to be back intimate with them, or I'm hearing even somebody may have done somebody else wrong, and the other person is telling the other person, like, well, if you love me and you want to make this up to me, this is what you would do, or you would propose to me, or you would give me a baby, or you would move in, or you would do this, or you would do that. And it's like, don't feel pressured to fit into these people's definition of what true love is, or what that means to actually love someone, right? To love someone and to be in a relationship with them is two different things. I'm also hearing too, right? To love someone as a friend, or some people are meant to come into your life as friends, I'm hearing, and sometimes we take it to another level that complicates things a bit more, and makes it a little bit harder for that relationship to really reveal its true purpose in our lives and have its heaviest impact in our lives like it's supposed to. So sometimes we drag ourselves through the mud because we tangle up and confuse connections sometimes, I'm hearing, okay? All right. And I'm hearing also true love is in forgiving yourself. And knowing that there's nothing that happened that wasn't supposed to happen. This is for the cross watchers too. Forgive yourself. Um, nothing happened that wasn't supposed to happen, whoever that's for. Okay, let's see about your abundance, Virgo. Say about the abundance for the Virgo. So we have bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside, enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, sit under the stars, or do other activities to connect with the limitless vastness, okay? We also have clearing debts, block out distractions, cooperation instead of competition. Now, I want to be clear about this. I feel like clearing debts, black out distractions, cooperation instead of competition. I feel like this is talking about a cycle closing again, right? Someone waking up and deciding that this is it, I'm not doing this anymore, whatever that thing is. And I feel like you guys are actually forgiving yourself if there's something that you feel like you did wrong, and not allowing people to shame you into holding on to past mistakes that you made, and you also not shaming others for things that they've done, okay? So unlimited ideas, detox your friendships, and pay yourself first. So I feel like in this sense, Virgos, I feel like you guys are saying, like, I don't give a shit. Mother, daughter, son, father, uncle, best friend, old friend, new friend, ex, current, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're not good for me, if you are bringing me some type of and not healthy opposition, or I'm not talking about the healthy type of opposition. I'm talking about if you really like throwing rocks in my path, making me feel like shit, trying to fit me into this definition of this old person that I used to be. Like, I don't care who you are, I'm clearing you out. If you're not good for me, I don't have to explain to nobody why it's not good for me. I don't have to it don't matter. I know it's not good for me. I'm leaving it alone. I hear that. Next is do the work, declutter, and abundance mindset. So I feel like also, Virgo, I feel like how we talked about before, I feel like you guys have identified what is valuable to you. And I feel like you are doing away with the clutter. I feel like you're doing away with the mask. I feel like you're doing away with the things that um, was covering the root of things, so to speak. Getting rid of the things that mask. So during this time, I feel like, there may be some heavy emotions. There may be, because I feel like there's a letting out, and it is not in a way of fear, or I feel like, yeah, you something happened that triggered you, like you were pushed into it, but not like forced into it. I feel like once it started, or now that it's starting, it's like you're seeing the value in it, and you're like, this is good for me, right? It may hurt, but this is good for me. It may be different than what I'm used to, but this is good for me, type of thing. So release resentment about money, partnerships, and employment change. So I feel like what this is saying, Virgo, is that release that you guys are. And again, I feel like this is not advice as much as this is about kind of helping you to see that you're. I feel like this is Spirit's way of helping you to see that you're not bugging, that your perspective is clear, right? It doesn't feel the best, but you're releasing the idea that it has to feel good to be good for you, right? And I feel like you're releasing resentments about what or how much people have invested in you as opposed to how much you invested in them, or forgiving yourself for how much you didn't invest in something that you find valuable now, or just releasing that, releasing all that old, or that regret, or that resentment, and just understanding that no matter what has come so far, you can change it today. And I feel like a lot of you have made that decision, got up and said, no, I'm going to change this today. Partnerships, employment changes, the way I interact with people, the way I do this, the way I do that, the way I do the other, and like I said, not being fearful of feeling, right? And releasing jealousy even. So yeah, I feel like and I don't want to say that anybody was jealous per se, but I feel like jealousy in a way of always trying to reach that next best thing, because I have a Bentley, but my Bentley is a 2019 Bentley, and now they have the 2021 Bentley, and I seen it, and I'm not jealous of the person that has it because I can have it, but I want it because I seen it, and now it becomes an obsession. I gotta have it because I gotta keep up with what's new and what's current. Because if I don't have the best and somebody else has what's better than me, that means something. That defines something about me. That defines something about them, and I feel like it's the shedding of that, right? So I don't think it's jealousy in a way where I want to be this person, but just that very competitive spirit that Virgos are known to have. You guys are super successful people. Great business minds and everything like that, but sometimes it could be a little burnout, and I feel like this is what this time is about, period, right? For most of us, being able to sit back from that rat race and really take a look at ourselves and take a look at our lives and see what it is that we want to do, right? So let's see what chakra is working very well right now for the Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What chakra is working really good for the Virgos right now? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, you got a couple working good for you right now. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you got despondent. So like I said, this is about something whipping someone into shape, something happening, and then the person's perspective changing. And when their perspective changes, their actions change. And, well, they bolt into action. Some of you, or Maybe it's someone in your energy may have been really kind of just sitting around and not really taking action. Maybe sitting around feeling resentful, feeling, stuck, or someone was trying to make you feel that way. This could also be you growing and you having people around you that are just really resentful for that, because maybe you played a role in their life in the past that they don't see as something that was valuable. Maybe they see it as something that was angry or hurtful to them, and they're trying to pull you into that, and you're growing past that and wanting people to. I don't even think you're wanting people to see you in that light. I don't think that you care if they see you in that light. I think that you just want them to leave you alone about like the old shit though. Like, I don't really care what light you see me in, however you do what the fuck you do, but just kind of like let me be great type shit. Okay? Perfection here. So this is about seeing this is really about balance, honestly, Virgos. And this is good for you because Virgos are known to be the perfectionists, right? So A, you're in your power with this, but B, you're really grounded, and it's not overdoing it. This is about seeing the good in yourself and seeing the good in others as well, and just not really overdoing it. Just understanding that a thing is what it is. Taking that good and bad thing and kind of just throwing it out a bit, right? Also with vanity here, understanding that more is not better. Getting that more is not necessarily better. So you're doing well with that. And this is your throat chakra, by the way. So you may be speaking like this to others. This is your root chakra here. So your household may feel really grounded right now, really balanced, because you really may be appreciating everyone that's around you for what it is, and really taking things for what it is. And despondence too, there could be some people around you that's feeling like a little bit aggy, and so they're looking at you like, why the fuck are you walking around on cloud nine, or whatever the case may be. You may be in the house with someone who you were not in the house with before. Now you guys got to talk about shit that, they've been resentful about, and it's like, okay, that's why you act like that when I say this and that, because you really have issues still with this, like, whatever. And then the heart chakra card here with gossip. So this is about getting to the root of it with your heart, because this talks about someone who is extremely eclectic, extremely beautiful and wonderful, but people miss out on having the opportunity to have a great relationship with this woman because they assume, they listen to gossip, they misjudge her and things of that nature. So this could be somebody feeling like this about you, like I said, and coming on back, or this could be you feeling that way about someone from the past and deciding to go on back to them, or job, like I said, neighborhood. Oh, this could even be like right now, if someone who became successful and left your neighborhood and was like, I'm never going back there, I don't care, and now there's this time like this, and maybe you're sending things back. Maybe you went back to the neighborhood and was of service in some way or something like that even. Okay, so that's your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your root chakra, and your third eye chakra, okay? And you got recovery there at the bottom of the deck. So that's dope, because in release, look at that. Where you're going, there are no keys, Virgo, because you're in the mind of freedom. You're not going to let anybody hold you back, and that's what's up. And that's on period. All right. Now, what chakras could use a little bit of work for the Virgos? What chakras could use a little bit of work with where we may be lacking just a tiny, or just need a little strengthening, just a tiny. Okay. Mysticism. With what on the bottom of the deck? Gossip. And look, faith and growth. So you say, Toy, how gossip was on my strength and now it's at the bottom of my deck of my faith. Here's the thing. So I feel like you're like, okay, I don't care what anyone says, I'm gonna go toward this person. But at the same time, you don't know with mysticism here, right? Or you don't know whether to accept this person that's coming toward you, or they don't know whether to come toward you, because maybe you heard that this person is done with you. Maybe something happened and you know that if it happened with you, it's no way you would take the person back. Or maybe the person knows Virgo's not gonna take me back after this, or feel like that this is not gonna work. This job is not gonna take me back. This is not gonna happen. You or someone else. It's like, yeah, I'm strong in this, but at the same time, I get doubtful every time that I realize that way. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm about to walk away from something that's stable, that I know, that makes sense, that's logical, that on paper it looks perfect, but it does not fulfill me passion wise, soul wise, heart wise, desire wise, destiny wise, soul purpose wise. It's just not fulfilling me. But I'm gonna leave something stable to go towards something, and I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's scary as fuck. What are people gonna say? What if I fail? What if this? What if that? You know? And they're saying, have faith. Have faith. Because whatever it is that you've been going through, Virgo, there's so much great abundance. There's so much growth. And with this abundance card even, I feel like, it's saying even if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, like let's say you want to go back to this old job and they can't hire anybody right now because of the situation with the coronavirus, right? But you want to go back and they tell you that they can't. Well, now it's a graphic design place, but now you've been trying to get a portfolio together for them and start some new stuff, and they can't take you. But the site where you did the portfolio at, I don't know, they have some type of chat, and you meet somebody on there that's from across the world somewhere, and they need this, and you're able to make a deal with them for $5,000 or something to do a graphic design for something where you can email it. You just made $5,000 sitting at your table. But if you wouldn't have tried to make a portfolio to go after the job that ended up denying you, you wouldn't have been on that site to be on that chat to meet that person to get that deal. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that no matter how it works out, it works out. Okay. And last but not least, let's close it out with I'm feeling like this for you guys. Yeah, and I also feel like that's the reason why I was pulled to do those cards at first, because it's like those cards, it's a little bit, I'm not nervous because I trust my intuition, but at the same time, it's a little bit, I have to look a little bit more closely. I can't, at those cards, sometimes I get confused between swords and wands, so I feel like that's symbolic for this reading, because I feel like this could be a situation where sometimes you may get confused between what you think and what you should actually do. How you perceive things and what it actually is, and what you heard, or what somebody may depict to you, but what they may be hiding. I feel like there's almost this feeling of someone feeling like someone else is hiding something, like a wall is up. So it's like, yeah, I trust my intuition and I feel like I know this, but at the same time this. So I gotta really pay attention. I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. I have to make sure, I can't be as loose as I can be in some other situations, right? With some other cards. Yep. Look, first card out. Wallflower. What does the wallflower do? She sits back. She pays attention. That's what I'm saying. I think this is a big thing for you in this reading, Virgo, to pay attention and really be methodical about what it is that you want to go for. Be more of an observer position. And plus, I think there's some healing that needs to go on too anyway. And so keep things light, right? Fun times, communication, true love. Keep it light, I feel like. And I feel like there's a big need to understand that love is not possessiveness. It's not because I love you doesn't mean that we have to be married and have children. Because I love you, or because I love this job doesn't mean that I have to do it at this company like this, like that. I mean, there's just this freedom. It's just this explosion of freedom that I'm feeling for the Virgos. Leah, look, with travel, see that plane? I just felt an explosion of freedom. And I think that's what I'm going to name this. An explosion of freedom. Thank you so much, Virgos, for watching. Guys, as we come up with more of these, I will show you guys and let you know. Anybody that is interested, I think we're going to start taking pre-orders. Maybe I want to say like the 15th of April. So just you can hit me up at infinitework@gmail.com. And just let me know if you're interested. We have different animals. I'm going to be wearing a different necklace, for the different elements. And I'll have some different bracelets as well. I'm sorry, y'all are my first reading. So y'all are usually not, but my first reading, I'm usually a little bit spacey a little bit. Sorry about that. All right, so thank you, Virgos. I want to pull one more card. What energy can a Virgo get into Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That would be most beneficial for your Virgos. I love it, Virgo. It really does feel like an explosion of freedom, G. Yeah, still. Okay. I create harmony. Take a look at that and see what you get from it. I'm not going to break it down. I got the feeling that I don't need to. I create harmony. It's a beautiful picture. I spread joy. Look at the surrender, the freedom in the surrender. Look, she got her choice. In the whole galaxy, she got her choice. And at the bottom of the deck, I care for the earth. Earth sign, of course you do. I care for the earth. All right, thank you, Virgos, for hanging out with me. Please, oh, last thing, I keep forgetting everything, right? Your generosity. I be picking the little, what's it called? Fortune cookies. I love them. And I found this one just like out of nowhere, and it's like use it for the Virgo video. So it says, your generosity never ceases to impress those around you. Your generosity never ceases to impress those around you. So again, when we sing that Queen of Wands energy, thank you so much, Virgos. And I will see you guys next time. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know how this video resonated with you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.